Huh? Oh man, sorry about that. I fell asleep during Dawson Tarver, and I guess I'm just barely coming to. A little late. Man, no, I'm just kidding. The fight really wasn't that bad, to be honest. Anyways, real quick on the HBO broadcast this weekend. Real quick on the Pacquiao-Hatton after watching it one last time. What's the deal with the entourages? You know, why are all those people necessary? Before the fight started with all the people in the ring, I didn't know if I was going to watch a fight or a hip-hop concert. It's insane, you know. I think that the government bodies or whatever, Las Vegas or the athletic commission should get a hold on how many people should be allowed in the ring. As far as I'm concerned, all a fighter needs in the ring with him is a trainer, first assistant, and the cussman, or the assistant and the cut man. You know, if you want to bring all the belts to the ring, just wear them. You know, what's the problem? But it's unnecessary to have all those people. Why was Batista, the wrestler in Manny's corner? I don't get it. Why was he in his entourage? Anyways, another thing on Manny Pacquiao, though, is there ever been a fighter whose in-ring, out-ring demeanor is any more different than his? Outside the ring, he's so quiet, polite, and humble, but in the ring, man, just a fire. If you look at a picture of him after he first knocked down Hatton, and then if you look at him in between the first and second rounds, I mean, he just has this intense fire in his eye. He just looks like he wants to take someone's head off, which is the complete opposite of the way he's outside the ring. It's just a sight to behold. Moving on to the Dawson Tarver fight. Better fight than the first one, a lot more competitive. Tarver definitely looked a lot better. Dawson wasn't as active, The announcers noted early on that they kind of trade offense. When one's on offense, the other one kind of sit back and wait till the other stops and kind of go himself. They did that more so traded rounds in this fight. Dawson, when he was throwing a lot of punches, would easily win the rounds. Tarver wouldn't do much. But then there were rounds like rounds 3 and I believe 7 or 8 and 11 and 12 where Dawson just didn't do much, and Tarver won the rounds just based on the fact that Tarver wasn't really doing anything for whatever reason. I don't think it's lack of stamina. I don't know what that's about. He didn't look tired. But either way, Dawson definitely won this fight, closer than the first. Probably 8 rounds to 4. Maybe you could have gave Tarver 5 rounds at best. It's not out of the question, but Dawson definitely won the fight. The HBO announcers were also noting throughout that Dawson needed a really impressive performance to get people to want to see him fight or get big name opponents like possibly Calzaghe or Hopkins. And Emmanuel Stewart said something that really puzzled me. He said, Antonio Tarver's not cooperating, making Chad Dawson look spectacular. So, some of these high-profile fights will come to him. Of course he's not cooperating. What's he supposed to do? Sit there and let Dawson beat the hell out of him? What do you mean he's not cooperating? I understand what he's saying, but what does he expect Antonio Tarver to do? Just sit there and take an ass whooping? Not going to happen. He's got too much pride, as does any fighter. But anyways, what's up next? Tarver, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he has too much left. He could probably compete at the level, but not going to beat any of the top names. So who knows if he's going to retire or not. Could go to the commentary. Once he does, he's great on the mic. As for Dawson, he'd like Calzaghe to come out of retirement. Don't see that going to happen. Don't think that's going to happen. He wants Hopkins. I don't know if Hopkins wants to fight him. I don't think that Hopkins thinks there's enough money in it. But it doesn't make sense, And I don't know if Hopkins would win that fight. He's trying to call out Carl Froch. Is there really any more money in that? But that's a fight Hopkins probably knows he could win. I want Dawson to fight Johnson again. Glenn Johnson, the rematch. Johnson deserves it. The first fight was close, somewhat controversial. It was an exciting fight, so why wouldn't you want to see a rematch? So I think that's a fight that needs to be made. And if Dawson wins impressively, it'll help build his fan base. If not, maybe he'll fight the mandatory, I believe it's Tavoris Cloud. Pretty good fighter, pretty exciting fighter. Dawson should win that fight, but it could also, make for an entertaining fight. Other than that, there's not too much out there. I don't want to see Paul Williams move up to fight him. I just think, Williams doesn't need to move up that high. There's plenty of other fights he can make at the lower weight divisions. Moving on. This Saturday on Showtime. Andre Ward against Edison Miranda. My bad. Andre Ward's record's 18-0 with 12 knockouts. He stands at 6'1" with a 73-inch reach. Against Edison Miranda, 32 wins, 3 losses. 28 knockouts, stands 5'10" with a 77.5-inch reach. Ward's coming off the unanimous decision over Henry Buchanan. That was on Showbox. Not the most exciting fight. He won going away. It was almost a shutout, I believe, but a very lackluster fight. Not very competitive. Buchanan didn't really do much. And Ward didn't look too spectacular in it. Miranda's coming off 2 early round technical knockouts over no names. Before that, he had the 4th round TKO loss to Arthur Abraham in the rematch. So, he's on a roll after the loss. He's back on track. So, this fight, what do you want to say about it? Can make a case for either guy. Andre Ward's obviously the better boxer, better amateur experience, more technical, got the huge speed advantage. The fight's taking place in Oakland, where Ward is his hometown, so the hometown environment, whatever crowd should favor him. Then you got Miranda. Everyone knows Miranda. He's a slugger, brawler, big punches, solid chin, even though he has been stopped by Pavlik and Abraham. Guy's still got a sturdy chin. Basically, he's either going to knock you out or, I don't know. This is the fight where either Miranda's probably going to win by knockout, TKO, or Ward's just going to outbox him. You can make a case for either guy. Ward's the taller fighter, but Miranda's got the longer reach. But Miranda's not the type of fighter that's going to, be using his jab and trying to outbox Ward. So, it's going to be interesting to see how big the ring is here. If it's a big ring, which I expect it to be since it's in Ward's hometown, I think his promoter's probably holding the event. The ring will probably be bigger, which will be to his advantage. Miranda needs to try to cut the corners, cut the ring off. Really just get Ward against the ropes where he can really throw his bombs, try to catch him on the chin. Ward has shown in the past maybe his chin's not the best. I believe he was on a real early first or second fight on Fox Sports Net. He actually got stunned and I believe dropped by just a no-name guy. So he's improved on his defense and whatever since then. But, if he couldn't take that guy's power, he definitely is not going to be able to absorb too many hard shots from Edison Miranda. Now, will Miranda be able to catch up with him and land any of those bombs? Hard to say. He's definitely going to keep trying throughout. I don't think Ward's got the power to stop Miranda. So I don't see him winning by TKO or KO. And plus, I don't think Ward really wants to take that many risks, trying to get into a slug out or shootout with Miranda. It just wouldn't favor him. It'd be, not the smart thing to do. So, you can make a case for either guy, like I said. You could go with Ward by decision, just by outboxing, keeping it moving, and using his superior speed and skills. But, myself personally, I'm going to go with Edison Miranda by TKO. Ward can obviously win. I stated the ways how, but, I think Miranda's pressure and aggressiveness maybe eventually be able to catch up to Ward. Ward being in his hometown, he may take more risks than, he should just to impress the hometown fans. You never know. They might get on him if he's running the whole fight or if it's perceived looks like that he's running. He might get in there and then he might end up getting caught. I'm not too definitive on this pick, but I'm going to make a call either way. I'm going to go with Edison Miranda by TKO, mid to late rounds. But if he doesn't catch him and it goes to a decision, I definitely think Ward's going to get the decision. That's pretty much it for now. Oh, also over the weekend, Yoibo Campos and Hector Camacho did end up fighting. Went to a draw, unfortunately, so who knows, man. Maybe there's going to be a rematch. I hope not, but it is what it is, man. Real quick, the radio show, blogtalkradio.com/Leave It in the Ring. This Thursday, 5 to 7. Scheduled guests are to be Roger Mayweather and Floyd Mayweather Jr. So be sure and check it out. Call in. Send in some questions if you might have them. We'll try to get to them if we have the time. Just be sure and check it out. Hopefully everything will work out and Floyd will be on the show. Probably back on Sunday to give my afterthoughts on this fight, the Ward Miranda fight. But until then, guys, I'm out of here.